Have you ever wondered what it really takes to launch a business in one of the world's fastest-growing economies? Well, today, we're going to demystify India's business playbook. It's a set of rules that might seem complicated at first, but they're actually designed to spark some incredible innovation.
You know how it is. It all starts with that one spark, right? A brilliant idea, a new piece of software, a service that nobody's thought of yet. Something you just know could make a huge difference.
Okay, so that's the million-dollar question. Launching in India isn't just about having a great product. It means you've got to navigate a totally unique legal landscape. You have to master the local playbook, and that's exactly what we're going to break down, step by step.
To make all of this feel a bit more real, we're going to follow the journey of a fictional entrepreneur. This way, we can connect all these big legal ideas to the actual real-world challenges a founder would face.
So let's meet Anika. She's a tech innovator, she's got a groundbreaking software idea, and she has decided that India is the place to build her company. Let's see how she handles the system.
First things first, money. Anika's got some investors overseas who are really interested, but she can't just have them wire over the cash. And right here, this is her first major legal hurdle. The very first piece of the puzzle she'll encounter is called FEMA. You can think of it as the official rule book for any and all money that crosses India's borders. It's there to manage the country's foreign currency reserves and, honestly, to keep the economy stable. For Anika, this is the front door for her funding.
Now, the specific kind of money Anika is getting is called Foreign Direct Investment, or FDI. This is super important because it's not just a loan. It means a foreign company is taking an actual ownership stake in her Indian startup. And for that, the government has some very clear rules.
Luckily for Anika, there are basically two paths for this kind of investment. For most industries, especially tech, there's what's called the automatic route. You can think of it like an expressway for investment. It's designed to attract foreign money with as little red tape as possible. Only a few, more sensitive sectors have to go through the slower, government route. So what does this mean for Anika? It means her funding can come through fast. So the money is in the bank. Awesome. What's next? Well, now she's got to protect the heart and soul of her business, the idea itself. We're talking her software, her brand, her secret sauce. All of it needs a legal shield. And this is where intellectual property rights, or IPR, come into play. Think of IPR as a legal toolkit that gives creators like Anika a temporary monopoly on their ideas. It's the system's way of saying, hey, your hard work is valuable, and you, and only you, should be the one to profit from it. This is really what fuels the whole engine of innovation.
And this table breaks it down perfectly. She has three main tools. She's going to use a patent to protect her unique software algorithm. That's the core invention. Then, a trademark will protect her company's name and logo, her brand identity. And finally, copyright will cover all the original stuff, like the code for her website and her marketing materials. See? Together, they create this powerful legal fortress around her business.
All right, Anika's company is funded, her ideas are protected, time to launch. She's officially in the market. But now she has to think about her competitors and, even more importantly, her customers. This quote just nails the philosophy behind India's modern business laws. The whole point isn't just to stop giant companies from becoming monopolies. It's about actively creating an environment where competition thrives, so new players like Anika actually have a fair shot.
And that whole idea is baked right into the Competition Act. This law is basically the referee of the marketplace. It's there to make sure some huge competitor can't just use its size and power to unfairly push a startup like Anika's out of the game. It's all about keeping the playing field level.
Now, on the other side of the coin, you've got her relationship with her customers. And that's where the Consumer Protection Act comes in. It's all about building trust. It's a set of rules that gives consumers very clear rights, and it helps create a marketplace where people feel safe and respected when they spend their money. So for Anika, this means she has to be totally honest in her advertising. She has to make sure her product actually works the way she says it does. It also means doing basic things like providing proper receipts and standing behind her service. These rules aren't just a headache, they're the foundation for building a great reputation and a loyal customer base.
So let's just zoom out for a second. Anika's journey, from just an idea to a full-blown launch, has taken her through some really key parts of Indian law. And each one of these laws plays a very specific role in a much bigger economic strategy.
So let's just recap her path real quick. First, she secured capital by navigating those foreign investment rules. Then, she protected her core ideas with intellectual property rights. After that, she entered the market playing by the rules of fair competition.
And now, she's building her business on a foundation of consumer trust.
And that's really the key takeaway here. India's business laws aren't just a random list of obstacles you have to jump over. They form a whole cohesive framework. It's a system that's been carefully designed to welcome investment and encourage big ambitions, while also making sure that the market stays fair, competitive, and trustworthy for everyone.
You know, this legal playbook isn't set in stone. It's constantly changing and evolving to keep up with this crazy fast global economy. And that brings up a really important question for anyone watching India. As these rules continue to adapt, what new doors are going to open for the next wave of innovators, the next Anikas?